Some of the costs of meat eating. Heart disease. Over 17 million lives lost globally each year. Cost of cardiovascular disease is at least $1 trillion a year. Cancer. Over 1 million new colon cancer patients diagnosed each year. More than 600,000 colon cancer-related mortalities annually. In the United States alone, colon cancer treatment costs about $6.5 billion. Millions of people are newly diagnosed with other meat-related cancers every year. Diabetes. 246 million people are affected worldwide. An estimated $174 billion spent each year on treatment. Obesity. Worldwide, 1.6 billion adults are overweight, with 400 million more who are obese. Costs $93 billion each year for medical expenses in the United States alone. At least 2.6 million people die annually from problems related to being overweight or obese. Environmental. Use up to 70% of clean water. Pollute most of the water bodies. Deforest the lungs of the earth. Uses up to 43% of the world's cereal. Uses up to 85% of the world's soy. Cause world hunger and wars. 80% cause of global warming, plus more. Some of the costs of milk consumption. Breast, prostate and testicular cancer from hormones present in milk. Listeria and Crohn's disease. Hormones and saturated fat leads to osteoporosis, obesity, diabetes and heart disease. Linked to higher incidences of multiple sclerosis. Classified as a major allergen. Lactose intolerance. Plus more.
Supreme Master Ching, as recent converts, both myself and the Salmon, we'd like to talk a little bit about health and the vegetarian diet, as you just mentioned.
You mean in the nutritional value?
Yes.
You see, we can always be assured that this peaceful diet is more than sound and for all-round healthy and intelligent life. Evidences are plenty, from all aspects, physically, mentally, emotionally. Here is some excerpt from the position paper on vegetarian diets, published in the Journal of the American Dietetic Association, June 2003. It is said, it is the position of American Dietetic Association and dietitians of Canada that appropriately planned vegetarian diets are healthful, nutritionally adequate, and provide health benefits in the prevention and treatment of certain diseases. Vegetarians have lower body mass indices than non-vegetarians, lower rates of death from heart disease, lower blood cholesterol, lower blood pressure, lower rates of hypertension, as well as type 2 diabetes, prostate and colon cancer even. Vegetarian diets offer lots of nutritional benefits, including high levels of fiber, magnesium, potassium, folate, and antioxidants, etc., etc. A vegetarian or vegan diet can meet all current recommendations of vital nutrients. Thus, the well-planned vegetarian and vegan diets are appropriate for all stages of life, including pregnancy, lactation, infancy, childhood, and adolescence.
Excellent. We'll post that up on our own website for listeners to check out. It kind of leads on to the next question, Supreme Master, that many people are concerned that they won't be able to meet their nutritional needs on a plant-based vegan or vegetarian diet. How can we be assured that a vegetarian or vegan diet is sound?
I think we have covered that. By the way, anyway, nowadays we can always go onto all kind of nutritional website or medical website in order to find out more detail and more convincing evidences about the fantastic, healthy, and nutritious vegetarian diet. There's no more doubt nowadays. We can always verify with all kind of experts and all kind of scientific evidences. All point out that vegetarian diet is the best, the one and only that should be for human, at least for human.
Well, Supreme Master, if we look at obesity, experts are predicting that Ireland is on the verge of an obesity crisis. Since 1990, the rate of obesity in women increased from 13 to 16%, and men increased from 8% to 20%. Obesity and related issues cost the US economy an estimated $100 billion per year, and Northern Ireland $500 million per year. How effective is a vegan diet in addressing obesity?
Yeah, how effective? Look at me. And look at many of our association members. They all look very nicely proportionate and, healthy. And none of us are very overweight at all. Even the one who just begin vegetarian diet not long ago, they begin to balance their weight very soon afterward. Yeah, and according to the American Dietetic Association and Dietitians of Canada, again, they review 20 scientific studies concerning vegetarian and vegan diets and concluded that vegetarians were much less likely to suffer obesity than the meat eaters. And throughout research and experiments, some of the doctors, like Dr. Dean Ornish, MD, and Dr. Furman, confirm that a well-balanced plant-based diets are highly successful in taking weight off and even keep it off. Because sometimes people go on diet, they take some weight off and later they gain more because they eat more.
I've been there, Supreme Master.
The psychological pressure on the people who go on diet to take weight off is tremendous. I understand that they cannot do it. I mean, it's against their nature, So the vegetarian diet can just eat and then you just take your weight off naturally. And they say that it's even better than gastric bypass surgery, and also improve health and helps prolong youthful look and vigor. So you can refer to their books like The Honest Diet, Eat to Live, and Eat for Health for more details. And we will provide you, of course, some more website for your listeners.
Wonderful, thank you. Supreme Master Television has broadcast a few scientists who have stated that if we reduced our methane emissions by eliminating meat and dairy, that it would bring us much faster cooling of the planet than by reducing CO2 emissions.
Yes.
You heard an interview with Professor Kirk Smith at the University of California at Berkeley in the US, who said reducing methane would buy us critical time in the fight against climate change. He also said that livestock were the greatest human-caused source of methane and suggested government tax meat to reduce consumption. Supreme Master, can you please help us to understand how reducing human-caused methane will cool the planet faster than reducing CO2?
Scientifically speaking, methane ends its effect much faster than CO2, yeah? And its warming potential is greater than CO2. So if the methane is gone out, then we cool the planet quicker. And the methane dissipates out of the atmosphere in 9 to 15 years, but the CO2 lingers for an estimated range of 40 to 200 years. So because methane goes out faster and heats up the climate more, so if it goes out, then the Earth cools more and quicker compared to CO2 effect. So some intergovernmental panel on climate change scientists say that eliminating livestock farming would be the fastest way